This is June with New Orleans Potions Cosmetics, and today I'm gonna make a video showing you how to make one of my lip liquids in a lip gloss tube, and this is called Fleur de Lis. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I always have my recipe card out, and you should always wear a mask so you're not breathing in any of the mica powders and pigments and things. I get these, I think I got these off of Amazon, like 100 of them for just a few dollars. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna put the mineral lip base in. This lip base recipe is in the beginning teaching videos. So we're gonna put 7 tads. These are all my measuring spoons. You have a tad, a dash, a pinch, a smidgen, a drop. I use this for a tinge tool. These are all from TKB. This is their 3 scoops, a large, a medium, a small. And this is a tool that I use to go in my drill that I use for whipping the lipsticks. So the first thing I wanna do is put 7 tabs of base. That was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, put this aside. And then the next thing I'm going to start with is the color. So the first color I have on here is 1 medium and 1 small scoop of D&C Red number 7. So we're going to do 1 medium. I always pack the spoon and slide up the side so it levels it off. So that's 1 medium. And I like to use these glass bowls when I make lipsticks because a lot of these pigments and mica powders and lake dyes are stick in the scoop. And if you have something hard to tap it on, you'll actually be able to get it out of the scoop. Or sometimes you may have to pick up a toothpick, but this works pretty good. And then also too, when you're doing this and you're using pigments, mica powders, minerals, always when you scoop and put it in, make sure it came out of the scoop. Sometimes I have messed up recipes because it actually stuck in the scoop and I didn't see it. Okay, that's your red. That's number 7 red. That's a lake dye. Okay, the next thing is zinc oxide. We're going to do 2 large scoops of zinc oxide. Zinc oxide is good for, let's see, we did 2. I use it for like a whitening, recipes, but it also has sun protection in it. Okay, there's your zinc oxide. Then the next thing we're going to put is 3 large plus 2 medium scoops of apple blossom mica powder. So, all right, so we're going to do 2 large. Do the same thing with these scoops. 2 large, and we need 2 medium. So I am going to try to wipe the scoop because I don't want that in there. I also keep like a real stiff brush. So when I can't get it cleaned out, I will use something real stiff like this to brush the inside of the brush out to clean it. Okay, so we're gonna put, I put the apple blossom away. We need to put 2 medium. And like I said, make sure that the scoop is empty. So I kind of like to turn them over so I can see instead of just keep adding the ingredients. Okay. All right, the next thing is titanium dioxide. That's more opaque. So it gives the color, it takes, helps with translucent. So you don't want, unless you're going for a lipstick that you want translucent. 1, 2. Okay, that is your titanium dioxide. The next is going to be a large and a medium of cerussite mica. You'll see where it says cerussite mica, plain cerussite mica, those are the same. If you see where it says white cerussite mica, then that's going to be different. So this is a matte, and like I said, I always use it for a filler or to tone down colors. So we're going to do a large and a medium. Okay, and this is, I'm going to show you, I either say a speck or a tinge in my recipes. So this one has black oxide in it, and I put 3 specks. So here's where I'm going to use my tinge tool. And I'm literally just want like a speck. So if you can see that, it's not much, but black will alter the color of anything very quickly because you don't need much. 2 and 3. It's not exact, but it's close enough for what you're doing. All right, so there's your black. And now I'm going to put yellow oxide. Okay, we're going to put 3 mediums. 1, 2. All right, that's 3 mediums. Oh, sorry. And 3 smalls. Let me dust this a little bit. Okay, 1. Lake dyes and pigments are the hardest to get out. Those will sometimes stick. Mica powders rarely stick. Okay, that is the minerals, the lip mineral, and the color. So the next thing we're going to put in here are the oils. So we want 4 mils of castor oil. These are my syringes that I get from TKB. So I'm going to pull it first, get the air out, and we need 4 mils. So I'm just drawing up 4 mils of castor oil, and I'm going to put that in. Okay, the next thing we want to do is we want to put the jojoba oil, and jojoba oil is 2 mils. Okay. Okay, it's 2 mils of jojoba oil. And the last oil we will put will be vitamin E. And that will be 1 mil. Okay. 1 mil of vitamin E. And then the last thing I'm going to put in there are 2 drops of a preservative. And this is a vegan preservative. I get this. It's called Cap 2. And I put it in this little... actually, when you get a small one, when I first started, I ordered a small. And then I've just been refilling it so I can use it for drops. It's just easier. And we're going to put 2. Okay. Now that's made. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you. This is for this video, I'm just going to show you how I do this. So this is a tool, a bit that my husband made that fits into my nail drill. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put it in there, and I'm just going to stir the lipstick just to incorporate all the oils and everything into the minerals and powders. Because if you turn the drill on now, it's going to fly around the room. And when I make these lip liquids, I always make them the day before. See the color coming out? And you can, if you don't want to use a drill, I started out with a spatula. It just took a whole lot longer to do. And so my husband fixed this system for me so I could do it a lot quicker because I sell these on my Etsy store. Okay, and then after I get this done, I'm going to show you how I fill the lip gloss tube by putting this in one of my syringes, and it's a big one. I get those from Amazon, and there's, I think, 2 ounces. The mouth of it is really big, so it makes it easy to fill it. Most of this is incorporated. Okay, and I'm going to adjust the speed until I get it where I need it. Because I want it to be fast enough to, see, I want it to be a little fast so it will whip it really quickly. And this blends everything together. And this is a whole lot faster than using a spatula. So usually I would do this for about 30-45 seconds. And I'm only going to do this just for a second to get this blended. And then I'm going to show you how I put it in the Jello shot tube. Okay, I think that's good. And I'm going to set that aside. And then what I would do is I would take my Jello shot tube, take the end off, take the plunge out, and use a spatula to scrape the bowl. And you use glass too, you get every bit of the lipstick. And I'm going to put it in this tube. And I'm going to show you how I fill the lip gloss tube. I see a lot of people do this on the internet, and they use those little bitty tubes, and I'm not going to take that kind of time to try to get it in there. I learned my lesson the hard way when I first began. I was doing that as well. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back in. Oh, come on. And I'm going to push the lipstick to the bottom. Take some of the air out of it. And the next thing I'm going to use is one of these droppers. And I'm going to modify it a little bit so it will fit on the end of the Jello shot. So I cut off the very tip. You don't really have to do that. I do it because I just want it to be able to flow a little faster. And then since I cut the squeeze part off, it now fits on the tube. And then I push it on as far as I can. And then this is my lip gloss tube that I use. I'm not going to push this in here because lipstick's not ready. But what you do is you push it, the tip all the way to the bottom, push the syringe, and as you're pushing the syringe and it's filling, you pull out till you get all the way, as you're pushing and filling at the same time, to this black rim. That's where I stop. And I stop there. I don't want the lipstick to go any further because I want to leave room to be able to put. Always make sure you have this little plastic piece on any of them. This is what keeps the lipstick in the tube and cleans the brush when it comes out for the right application. So I put this in, and then I can put the top in, and I'm good. And that's all I do. Fleur de Lis liquid lipstick. Okay, this was June with New Orleans Potions Cosmetics.